Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Simple English Podcast. I'm Lisa, your host, and today we have a super exciting topic to talk about. New Year Resolutions 2025. You know, it's that time of the year when we're full of hope and dreams, ready to make a fresh start. But let's be honest, how many of us actually stick to those resolutions?
That's a great question, Lisa. I think we all start with the best intentions, but somewhere along the way, life happens and those resolutions fade away.
Exactly, Tony. And speaking of resolutions, let me introduce today's guest. Tony is a life coach and motivational speaker who has helped hundreds of people set and achieve their goals. Welcome to the show, Tony.
Thanks for having me, Lisa. I'm really excited to be here and share some tips and stories about how we can make 2025 a year of real change.
That's fantastic. Before we dive in, let me ask our listeners, have you made your resolutions for 2025 yet? If not, don't worry, because today we'll help you create ones that actually work. So, grab a cup of coffee or tea and let's get started. So, Tony, let's start with the basics. Why do you think people make New Year resolutions?
Well, Lisa, New Year resolutions are like a promise to ourselves. The start of a new year feels like a clean slate. People see it as a chance to improve, whether it's their health, relationships, or career.
That's true. I think the idea of a fresh start is very motivating. But why do so many resolutions fail?
That's a great question. The main reason is that people set goals that are too big or unrealistic. For example, someone might say, I'm going to lose 20 kilograms in 1 month, or I'll go to the gym every single day. When they can't keep up, they get discouraged and give up.
I've been there. A few years ago, I promised myself I'd learn to cook 30 new recipes in January. Guess how many I actually learned?
How many?
2. I realized I had no time to cook every day. So, what's the solution, Tony? How can we make resolutions that stick?
The key is to set SMART goals. That means your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, I want to get fit, you could say, I'll go for a 30-minute walk 3 times a week.
I love that. Breaking big goals into smaller, manageable steps makes them less overwhelming. Can you give us another example?
Sure, let's say you want to save money. Instead of saying, I'll save a lot this year, try something like, I'll save $50 every week by eating out less. This way you have a clear plan and a realistic target.
That makes so much sense. Do you have any tips for staying motivated?
Definitely. First, track your progress. It's so satisfying to see how far you've come. Second, reward yourself for small achievements. For example, if you stick to your exercise plan for a month, treat yourself to something nice, like a movie night.
Rewards are such a good idea. I remember my friend Sarah. She wanted to read more books, so she set a goal of reading 1 book a month. Every time she finished a book, she'd buy herself a new bookmark. It kept her excited.
That's perfect. Small rewards can make a big difference. And remember, it's okay to adjust your goals if needed. Life is unpredictable. So be flexible and kind to yourself.
That's so true, Tony. I think another big challenge is staying consistent. People often start strong in January but lose momentum by February. How can we avoid that?
Great point, Lisa. Consistency is key, and the best way to maintain it is by building habits. Start small and make your goal part of your daily routine. For example, if you want to drink more water, start by placing a water bottle on your desk as a reminder. Over time, it becomes automatic.
I've tried that and it really works. Another thing I've noticed is the power of accountability. When I tell a friend about my goal, I'm more likely to stick to it because I don't want to let them down.
Absolutely. Accountability can be a game changer. You can share your goals with a friend, join a group, or even use an app to track your progress. Knowing someone else is cheering for you makes a huge difference.
That reminds me of my colleague who joined a running club. She said the group's support motivated her to wake up early and run, even on cold mornings. It's amazing how a community can help.
That's a great example. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can keep you motivated. And one more thing, don't forget to celebrate small wins along the way. Every step forward is progress, no matter how small.
I couldn't agree more, Tony. These tips are so practical and easy to follow. I'm sure our listeners are feeling inspired already. Now, Tony, it's time for our fun fact segment. Did you know that only about 9% of people actually keep their New Year resolutions?
Wow, that's a small number. But it shows that sticking to resolutions is a real challenge for most people.
Absolutely. Here's another fun fact. According to a study, the most common New Year resolution is to exercise more, followed by eating healthier and losing weight. No surprise there, right?
Not at all. Health-related goals are always popular because people want to feel better and look better. But here's a tip. Instead of focusing on the number on the scale, focus on how you feel. Are you more energetic? Sleeping better? Those are the real wins.
That's so true. And speaking of feeling good, did you know that making resolutions and achieving them can actually boost your happiness? It gives you a sense of accomplishment and purpose.
I agree. Achieving even small goals can build confidence and motivate you to tackle bigger challenges.
Well, Tony, this has been such an inspiring conversation. I've learned so much about how to make and stick to resolutions. Thank you for sharing your insights.
My pleasure, Lisa. It's always great to talk about how we can make our lives better, one step at a time.
To our listeners, I hope this episode has inspired you to set meaningful resolutions for 2025. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Start small, stay consistent, and celebrate your achievements.
And don't forget to have fun along the way. Life is a journey, not a race.
That's a wonderful reminder. Thank you again, Tony, and thank you to everyone listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to the Simple English Podcast. Let us know in the comments. What's your New Year resolution for 2025? We'd love to hear from you.
Happy New Year, everyone. Here's to a fantastic 2025.
See you next time. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to the Simple English Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new. Remember, small steps can lead to big changes in your life. If you found this episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below, and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and stay positive. See you in the next episode.